Hello, happy Monday to you. Welcome to Simon's Trading Channel. Thank you for joining me for another video. It's the start of the week. I just want to quickly check in on the weekly momentum pivots. So as you can see, yesterday was a bit of a red week, but it didn't really sort of break down as such. The momentum pivot on the weekly here on my MACD is currently green and will remain green as long as Bitcoin closes this week above 62.8, right? Which is already about $500 above early on in the week. So yeah, I would hope that probably signifies another move to the upside. And I'll show you where I think that might occur to on the lower time frames. You can see that basically CME and Bybit sort of equaled out over the weekend by the end of the week. And yeah, the pivots for CME on the weekly momentum to keep it green, and with momentum to the upside continuing, basically 63. So they're very similar pivots by the end of the week. Remember, that's Friday for CME and Sunday for Bybit. Okay, so if I now zoom down to the daily time frame, I was going to say time zone. You can see it's been a bit of a sell-off today, and it, by no coincidence, occurred right at it's more of a 4-hour resistance level, which I'll show you now. But it's looking like the momentum will turn back up on the daily as long as Bitcoin closes today on Bybit, basically above 63,000. 4 hours to go, so it's close to there. Maybe it will lose that pivot, or maybe it won't. Only time will tell. But it's fairly close to it. You can make a bit more sense of this daily candle by looking at the 4 hour, which I will do straight away. So you can see the 4 hours really ranging here. In fact, since I recorded my video yesterday, here, and I had this as a support line, it's then kind of had a bit of a consolidation set of 4 hour candles. But the most obvious one having this wick up to 65, which coincides with this resistance area that I think I pointed out yesterday as well. So I was expecting a move up towards there and then likely some resistance. So it looks like Bitcoin is going to spend a bit of time somewhere in a range on a 4 hour time frame between 62.5 and 64.5. So a bit of a $2,000 range. The momentum on the 4 hours to the upside, and you can see it's fair way away, fair distance from the zero line, and that'll continue to the upside again as long as Bitcoin's closing 4 hours around 63. So a little bit above there, but not a huge amount at the moment. What else was I going to do? Oh yeah, just checking in on the Bollinger Band. So you can see with regards to trend and volatility, there's no real increase in volatility yet, but it's a trending move to the upside with the price being above the 20 SMA here on the 4 hour. The Bollinger Bands aren't really increasing in width. So it's a more of a consolidation within the environment of a 4 hour uptrend. That's how I would describe that. But that's just a low time frame, right? You can see the daily's got a good chance to close above the zero line, and the zero line, not the zero line, the midpoint of the Bollinger Band, and that is coming in at 63. So 63, as I pointed out in yesterday's video, is certainly a key area for Bitcoin to start closing some dailies above. That would continue with momentum to the upside if it did do so. And just because we're on the Bollinger Band, may as well have a look, and oh, lo and behold, well, the midpoint of the Bollinger Band on the weekly is 62.5, but you know, it's all close to 63, isn't it? So I'd say that this is looking good. So this daily uptrend here, I'd say is still intact, but it does really need one more thing to give me more confidence than I already have, and that's to start closing back above that there high. Because let's say when it does that, I'll be optimistic. No, really, if it does that, then clearly that is continuation of the uptrend. with this being a higher low compared to these two, and this being a high compared to this one, and then you'd be looking for the next high, which I would predict likely to come in. It's probably going to come in somewhere close to 70,000. If it just busts on straight past 70,000, I'll be surprised this week. Who knows, maybe next week. But yeah, that's the next point of interest. Should Bitcoin start to close dailies back above 65.5, call it. All right, there we go. Nice, short, sweet video for you. Hope you've enjoyed it, found some use from it. And if you have, please like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up and a share. And chuck me a comment on down in the description, or indeed catch me on Twitter, Simon F. Martin. Take care, guys. Enjoy your Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.